What is up, Wentworth Junior High School staff? My name is Damian Howard. I am a premier social and emotional learning coach, and I have the fascinating opportunity for a brief moment here to introduce myself and a program that I have been working on for years now, a social and emotional learning program, to all of you all. I will say that you all have caught me at a moment whereby I am responsible for doing a bunch of professional developments. I'm at different schools in Chicago today. So it just seemed most fitting for me to go ahead, record a video. And this video is going to be short, it's going to be to the point. But I always like to say that anytime I am afforded the blessing and an opportunity to work with different schools and with different districts, I don't come with the program. More than anything, I come with myself. So if something here piques your interest, if you all have certain questions, just make sure that you all email me, get back in touch with me, and let me know how I can offer greater clarity so that if this program can be helpful for your school community and the surrounding community, even beyond your school. If it can be helpful, but you're trying to work some things out, just let me know. And man, I would be so elated to just make sure that I am providing any clarity and just walking alongside you all in whatever way, shape, or form that makes sense. A beautiful dynamic is when I was last working in a school building at a school called Crane High School. I was afforded an opportunity to actually start a company with some high school students. That company has morphed into what is now called SEL Plus. And for all of you all, in me sending this, I'm also going to send this along with some resources that you all can access to further expose you to what SEL Plus is all about. Now, SEL Plus basically says that we want to do work that is providing training and coaching based on Castle's recommendation, based on Castle's state standards, training, coaching that affords adults the opportunity to grow language and resources. Hear this part, to help social and emotional learning spread across the entire school building and surrounding communities. Therefore, we have resources that are going to help us to do that very thing. The first resource I want to call to you all's attention is our adult social and emotional learning curriculum. We offer training for parents, for school staff, for community-based mentors, and our training every month, which is in alignment with certain themes that are castle-based. Our training every month comes in the form of English and then also Spanish, particularly as we are offering this training to families, and some of those families have Spanish, has individuals, I should say, that can take advantage or want to take advantage of the Spanish speaking component that is implicit in what we have here. Now, with this adult social and emotional learning lesson that you all have every month, we give you the lesson in video format. We give you the lesson in lesson plan format. And I'll just give you all an example of what that looks like in a moment here. All right, so here is an example, you all, of just what a lesson plan looks like. It's packed, jam packed with different materials and different insights, different research that helps us to have very intentional and structured adult social and emotional learning moments throughout the school year. Every month you have a theme, and we want this theme to be celebrated and perpetuated via your newsletters. We want this theme to be represented through your artifacts in your hallways. We want this theme to be celebrated every month in classrooms, because that is when we will all get to a point whereby SEL is becoming more real to everybody. We're going to see SEL as adults as something that we just don't get so we can give it to the students. But SEL starts to become a dynamic that we know can bring transformation to our own lives, mental stability, health, help with our emotional well-being, right? It starts and it happens as we embrace the content and the concepts that are a part of our SEL Plus online platform. And by the way, the name of the program is called the Champions Program. That language is very intentional based on the fact that we are hoping that as this work takes shape and it is embraced more and more in your school building, that we'll start to see school champions and parent champions, mentor based, community based mentor champions that are helping us to spread this work across you all school and larger community, even beyond the school. Hey, there are some other things that I want to show you all that are a part of this online course. What you all will see here is that we also have mentoring lessons that are broken down into grade clusters. All of the lessons we have are in alignment with the monthly theme and the lesson that we have every month. For instance, if you are a teacher who teaches grades 3 through 5, just go ahead and find one of the lessons from that month right here. Since we're focusing on culture, we're focusing on difference, we're focusing on empathy, things of that nature. Stereotypes is popping up here, and we're giving the young people space and opportunity through these questions to give their perspective on these things. And as they give their perspective, what's going to happen is that we hear them give us skills that can be practiced and developed throughout the week to bring social and emotional learning to life. One of the things I stated while I'm transitioning here is that it's very important for us to be able to find those local leaders and those local champions. And since that is so important to us, we make sure that we provide incentives throughout the entire school year for those local champions, teachers, parents, and community based mentors who are taking this work seriously and serving as local leaders in your schools. One of the things that I am going to make available to you all is a PDF that shares with you all that social and emotional learning mentoring method. Basically, this presents best practices in the space of social and emotional learning. I have a list of those best practices here, but you need to watch this video and look at this Prezi if you're really wanting to hear me elaborate on all of these strategies and how these best practices in mentoring and best practices in SEL as it pertains to strategy, how these things can be deployed even subconsciously without you thinking about it to bring SEL to life in your school environment. I literally feel like I blitzed through that. I know it's so much more that I could and should say. And everything that I've just shared, hear me in saying this. I don't show up primarily to drop off a program. I show up to be a partner. So when I am able to connect with you all school, and as I'm doing coaching work with champions and whoever else wants to show up to our coaching platforms, please believe that I'm also thinking about who from local government needs to rap with this school to support our work. Who is it from other civic entities? Who is a parent leader? Who is another community based leader? Where's the business sector? This is work that I do across the city of Chicago. And I'm so excited that it's going to hit Calumet City as well. And it's going to be an amazing dynamic to support and to expand the vision of you all's visionary school leader. All right, it's Damian Howard signing off, your premier social and emotional learning coach. Peace out.